And now, live from Pod Cabin in Burbank, California, it's the Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend show. Tonight, Alison welcomes her guests. He's a musician, lumberman, and Christmas aficionado. It's Todd Cooper. And she's an actress, comedian, and favorite target of the dastardly fruit burglars community. It's Jackie Johnson. Tone Zone is here to propose an easy solution to the debt limit standoff. Just knock a couple trillion off the robe budget. I'm her husband, Daniel, saying hop on board the love bus and say hello to your new best friend, Alison Rosen.
Alison Rosen. Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison with her good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison's your new best friend.
Hello, my little profiteroles. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is Your New Best Friend. That particular carbohydrate was sent in on Patreon by Tiffany Fuller. And there was some question about what profiteroles are. And then there was some explanation. And that is the kind of supportive community I like to see. They're like small cream puffs, sometimes dipped in chocolate. I am on Patreon. All sorts of fun stuff. I just put up an episode of my bonus Patreon podcast, The Friend Zone, with Jenna Kim Jones. We talked about 90 Day Fiancé. No, we didn't. Excuse me. That was the Kyle Kinane episode, which is in the regular feed. Jenna and I talked about Sister Wives, and she's pregnant with her fourth child right now. She only has one husband, though. But she has a lot of children and all sorts of stuff. We caught up. We answered your questions. It was great. If you subscribe for an annual subscription, I always bungle that. If you opt for an annual subscription, you get 2 months free.
That's a good deal.
Patreon.com/Alison Rosen. Okay. I'm very excited to welcome this group to the show. Already, the energy in the studio is popping, right?
I was going to say snatched.
I was thinking of saying it.
I won't have it.
Okay. Jackie Johnson.
You will use it in a sentence effectively before the end of this episode, okay?
I believe that's true.
And drop it like really nonchalant.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Snatched.
Like casual.
It just means like, just.
Do you get it now?
Oh, that's all it means? That was easy.
Jackie Johnson, hello.
Hi.
It's so good to see you.
It's been a few months.
I know. The last time I saw you was
on Zoom because you had
I had
pink eye.
in both of my eyes.
And I did not want to catch it.
I know. You were very
I love the color
emphatic
pink, but not when it
about
comes to your
that.
eyes,
no,
sweetie.
I had pink eyes.
You had pink eye.
I know, but then both you and Caroline.
Yes.
And that was the episode where we discovered that Caroline and Tony share one pair of party pants.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No, not at all.
Okay. It was really funny at the time.
I believe you.
Yeah, no, it was.
I'll go back and revisit the entire catalog.
You should, yeah. But anyway, you guys were like, oh, we can't even tell. And then I thought, me and my damn honesty.
Yeah.
No,
It'll
it
get
was,
you.
I know.
But I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, I took a podcast hiatus.
I understand.
And it was, I'm not going to lie, nice.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
I need to hear all about that. I need to hear about what you're doing now. I need to hear about your son. I need to hear about it means.
Yeah.
Todd Cooper, hello. Hi. It's been forever since I've seen you, too.
I know. Thanks for having me back. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, so you and Tony, good friends, although you haven't talked to each other in a while,
Yeah.
it seems like. Potentially the last time you were on my show.
That's the way I do friendship.
We've talked.
from
We
a
just
distance.
we haven't seen each other.
That's
You guys had a major falling out,
Well,
and
was
you
ugly.
agreed.
Awkward in here right now.
Yeah.
It kind of is. And you agreed to sort of put the past behind you on this episode.
yeah, as long as I'm not sitting next to him. We're
Yes.
We're gonna air it out today.
I look forward to that. You guys did Felice Navi Pod together.
Yep.
And then, Tony, did you book him when we were doing Tony's picks?
I did, yes.
And we were like, Todd Cooper is fantastic. He needs
thank
to
you.
come back all the time.
Thank you so much.
And then I don't know what happened. One thing, then we were like back, we were Zooming, and we were back in person, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, and don't take this the wrong way, Todd Cooper, it's like I forgot how much I
You're
forgot about-
forgettable, is what she's saying.
I get that a lot, first. Second is, I should be the easiest person on the show. I'm not a get. Like, it should be as easy as you reached out a couple times, and
Things kept happening.
things kept happening.
Yeah.
I was like, made it impossible
but,
to have me on. So
But I didn't consciously think I'm going to back burner this guy.
no, but
I
you
just-
should have. 'Cause
right.
I was a nightmare.
Maybe emotionally I did. I don't know. But here's what I'm saying. All of a sudden, you weren't top of mind, and then you pop back into my head. I'm like, I've got to get that guy. But I think maybe you should do things to be more top of mind.
What do I got to do?
I don't know. Maybe Jackie would have some
Do
advice.
some Instagram reels.
All right.
Maybe.
Just
Yes. Use trending audio.
Yes, do like lip syncs.
Yeah.
Maybe dance.
Dances.
Do some dances.
I got to figure out what your hashtags are, and I'll just hashtag those things so you like wind up in your feed.
that's a good idea, too.
We got to figure out this algorithm situation.
Yeah.
How do I get up
I
there?
need you to get up higher in my algorithm.
That's the trick.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
going?
Oh, I'm so happy to be
There was a
here.
question of whether you were going to be able to be here or not, and here you are.
I know. I took last week off from work, and I was expecting today to be, slammed. And
Turns out they don't need you.
turns out I could have taken another couple days. No, I got it done. So I'm here, and I'm happy to be here.
Wonderful. And Tony, hello.
Hello.
All right.
That's all you get, Tony.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Before the show started, Jackie and I were talking. Well, Jackie used the word snatched.
I said it a lot.
Yeah,
But-
it was like a snatch bomb.
But you know what? It was relevant, and I don't regret it.
No, it was a perfect word. And then Todd was like, "What does this mean?" And then you offered your usual definition. Yes,
Yeah.
but I think Todd still doesn't get it. So
Well-
let's explain.
Okay, I just want to also say that Snatched has been around so long that it probably isn't even cool anymore.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. If you were to ask a Gen Z, they would be like, you're chuggy for knowing that. You know what chuggy is?
Yeah,
okay.
which is also very
you
old,
do
right?
know chuggy.
I do pretty well, Jackie.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know Snatched, I mean, I don't know.
What's the etymology of chuggy?
I think it was just a word someone made up, right?
Yeah, it means
cheesy.
like a millennial who's out of touch, basically. A millennial female that's out of touch.
Oh,
I
good.
love that word so much because
Yeah.
when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, this covers a whole spectrum
Yes.
of things that I know
Yes.
fit in this category."
Yes.
that never had a name.
Exactly.
Is Snatch going to do the same for me?
I don't know.
No.
So I'm just going to tell you what I actually looked it up on Urban Dictionary
Oh.
because I just want to make sure I get it correct.
Okay.
And this is what it says. It says it's used to take the place of on fleek.
Okay.
Do you remember on fleek?
Wait, does that make it come alive for
I'm
you?
aware of On
Okay.
Fleek.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
that
did
came
very
and went.
well.
That came and went.
Yeah.
Perfect, on point, or fashionable. Girl, your outfit is snatched. Your makeup is snatched, honey. They just hating because I'm always snatched. Those are the examples on
That
Urban
is-
Dictionary.
And they
what I
don't just have your voice reading that.
No, it
What are they
literally
doing?
said honey.
I know. It's kind of ridiculous.
I know. Listen, what can I say?
We gotta get
That's
these guys.
interesting. I didn't know it meant on fleek, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I thought it meant like kind of taut and tight.
When you put it to makeup, faces, etc., yes, that is what it means. It means like, just like snatched. It just means like, just what else can you say?
What
It's
would-
just your face is like on point. Your face is tight. Your face is looking
toy?
good.
Is that
you know?
Is that something they say or just something you say?
I'm sure that's not cool anymore.
But there was a toit moment.
I'm sure there was. When anyone here argue that?
I don't think so. I have a question.
Yeah.
If snatched is
Yeah.
what is the sound of something that's not snatched? Oh God, my body's been all of them.
Yeah.
You know,
You just see somebody and you're like, ooh, girl. The makeup is.
I used to think when I was a kid, I was like, I'm always going to stay up to date with what's cool and what's current. Like olds would like be talking about something and be blowing it left and right with what was cool. And I was like, this is lame. I'm going to be awesome when I get older. I never thought I'd have not only the unawareness of language that's happening, but also pride in not knowing.
Yeah.
Like when there's like a word that I know, I'm like, good.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make
Same.
myself. Yeah, it's kind of
I
ridiculous.
have so much empathy for boomers who don't know how to work their iPhones now because we're only a few steps away at this point from that. And I'm just like, oh shit, that happened faster than I was expecting.
I have friends I only email with.
Yeah.
Like the whole texting thing is new to me
Yeah.
almost.
I'm Gen Z.
Yeah.
No, what? No, I'm not.
not.
That's
Honey, you look it because you're so
snatched.
snatched.
Thank you.
You're Gen X.
Gen X is what I
Yes.
meant to say. I'm Gen X. So there's still a part of me that on social media things, when I see people say millennials, I think they're referring to like the hip young people.
No, we're
Whereas-
not hip anymore.
No, I know. Whereas
Yeah.
millennial
Yeah, that's new to me, too.
is a placeholder
Now
for
we're
like out of
chuggy.
touch.
Now we're
Yeah.
chuggy.
Tony, are you Gen X?
Yeah, like barely. I think.
Okay.
I think I'm. Although I don't know if anybody's Nate Bargatze fans. Love that comedian.
I know who that
and,
is.
Yeah, he's super funny. On one of his specials, he I think it's one from last year. He talks about. Believe he's also born in '78, and he was claiming that people born in 78 are like this weird nothing.
There's this middle ground.
Yeah.
It's called the Oregon Trail generation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because you don't identify as Gen X, but you also don't really identify as millennial, so you're kind of in the middle. I'm actually a late millennial. Like I'm on the later spectrum.
Oh, really?
You're closer to Gen Z.
I'm closer to Oregon Trail.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right.
I was born in
Right.
84.
Okay.
Right.
Gen X is forgotten always.
Yeah.
I don't know
The
why.
forgotten generation.
Yes.
Mhm.
We're
We
like
are we are technically the children of the lost generation, so it makes sense.
Yes.
So even though it doesn't line up perfectly, because my parents were boomers, but for the most part, boomers, kids were millennials. Lost generation was Gen X.
It would take too long to explain why I'm asking this question, but is anyone else watching Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
How do you feel about it lately?
Boring.
Not good.
Daniel and I have some real issues. Wait, I take it Todd and Tony aren't watching?
I'm not.
Okay, then we'll keep this taut.
Yeah.
And we'll keep it toy.
Keep it toit. Yeah.
Keep it toy. I really like the first season,
Same.
and I'm really kind of angry at the
Yes.
last couple episodes.
Yes.
I feel like stuff is unearned.
Yes.
It's like
Sloppy.
It's upsetting to me, but for
Yes.
Succession, which I love and think is so well done, was also, I had a real emotional reaction to that, but I didn't begrudge it that at all because it totally makes sense and it's well written. Whereas Yellow Jackets just feels manipulative and not good.
Your reaction is not to the content of the show, but to the execution of the show.
Yeah.
It's like if you're not mad because the people in the show are behaving a particular way, you're mad because the writers aren't
making them
doing their
behave certain way.
job well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into specifics either, but listen, I put my baby to sleep and then I have like a 2-hour window of personal time and I choose to watch Yellow Jackets and I've been like falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't keep my attention. I think they just have been slow to get to the point.
Do you think they have a point though? That's what I'm wondering. Or is it like
well,
Lost,
last
which I never
episode some
watched?
crazy shit happened and I'm like, okay, finally,
That's
let's
true.
speed this up.
Yeah.
Okay? They're hungry. They're in a cabin. Move it along. Move it along.
Daniel's issue is that they are very. I don't think it's.
And I don't
think
want
I'm
to criticize writers. Listen, it's hard to write a
yeah.
season 2 of a hit show. It is hard to write a season
That's true.
2 of a hit show,
That's
you
true.
know?
I'm
Daniel
critical
just
of it
wants
because
them
I
to
loved
look
it
more
so
hungry.
much. I loved it so much, but I feel
Oh,
like
honey, they're hungry. Did you see last episode?
they're behaving, they're written, their behavior is the behavior of hungry people, but they do not look or behave in
Yeah.
other ways like they're
Why
that
is
hungry.
Natalie's roots not longer?
Well, yeah, it's like they should be
Is there
feral.
a-
I
Is
said
there-
it.
is there-
I said it.
Yeah,
Is there a shower somewhere in this cabin? Because they don't look dirty.
I don't know. There is a bath, right?
Listen.
That's true.
Everybody watch Yellow Jackets, support it.
Yes.
But I'm bored.
Do you think the way they would telegraph hunger is like Natalie looks at Ty and then you see
Sees like a
Natalie's
chicken
Yes,
rotisserie.
exactly.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll defend
rib.
Yellow Jackets a little bit. I'll say this. If you liked Lost, I think you'd like Yellow Jackets. I think that it's like my sense of it, we don't know yet, is that, this is going to end up being kind of like
I just
Lost.
want them to get to the point.
Yeah, and
it's been leading up to so much.
Right.
It's about to get wild, I hope.
And, if that's your thing, watch it. I didn't love Lost, so it's not my thing. But hey, everybody's got their thing.
What's your thing?
I'm enjoying Succession.
Is it still good?
So good.
Yeah.
I love it.
One
The
ep
last-
left. Catch up, sweetie.
The last couple
Is it
episodes
still
are still
good?
good?
Yeah.
What?
You guys,
They're like the best ever.
Yeah.
you think the last couple episodes are the
Wait,
best
Yeah, I
episodes?
do.
you disagree or you? Are
Did you watch last week?
Yeah,
Last night?
watch last night.
Honey, they shot that
Bored.
entire funeral scene in one shot.
Crazy, right?
In one shot.
I'm not
James
saying.
Cromwell,
Yeah,
famous
From Babe.
vegan. Okay.
All right.
Feeling it.
I'm not saying the direction is bad. It
Yeah.
looks gorgeous as
Yeah.
always, and the acting's great.
Incredible.
The story's getting really.
No, I agree.
boring.
I agree. So I just hate everyone. Everyone's such a
Well,
fucking
I
piece of
think-
shit.
yeah.
It's
And
interesting.
like frustrating.
Yeah.
That's what's kept me away from even watching it.
But I
because
wanna-
I'm like, I
Like
can't-
literally
it is
everyone
good
is
though,
horrible.
but yeah.
Everyone.
I've learned to love that about it, but I would love to hear Jesse Armstrong talk about his thoughts about likability, because from the beginning of that show, that's been an issue. And a lot of people that I know won't watch it because they're like, I hate everyone. And
Yeah.
I feel like, though that's
look at
kind of the point.
Seinfeld.
But that's kind of the point. Like, nobody on the show is likable.
I accidentally killed someone.
Right.
Friday Night Lights.
We covered it up.
Okay. There's so much I want to get to. Let's see.
Also, I
here.
just don't like rich people, like really rich people.
Yeah.
But it's critical of them. That's why I love
That's why I think that's what makes you like you want to hate them, and that gives you what you want, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're shitty, and you're like, see,
you're
I was
essentially
right.
hate watching.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was just about to ask Jackie something.
Oh no.
I know. And no, it's okay. It'll come to me. I'm just going to, because I want to know, like, tell me about your Jackie's hole and what's been going on, if you want to talk about it, and just fill me in. But there was something specific.
Oh, no. What was it?
Damn it.
You know what? Everyone will wait.
Yes.
Shit. What could it
Good radio.
have been?
Was it Secession? Was it
think so.
Seinfeld? What's the deal with eating people? Oh, sorry, that was Yellow Jackets. What's the deal with murdering someone? I said that.
It wasn't any of that. Goodness gracious. Boy.
Being a mother.
Yeah, I mean, it's like in that realm.
Well,
but
maybe just move
something.
on to one of the other ones. He'll come to you.
I mean, what if it doesn't? Then it wasn't. We didn't need
My
it
baby's
anyway.
first birthday party that's going to be a fucking rager that I'm throwing.
Yeah, what do you have planned?
Oh, honey. We got a soft play activity center.
Ooh.
Taco truck. I mean, honey.
Hell yeah.
Betsy might be there. I don't know. I don't know. It might be crazy.
I don't even think I've ever met Betsy in person.
Oh, yeah. Is that
Only
a
ever
free
been
gift
Zoom.
with purchase Clinique bag?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
I only have free gift with purchase Clinique bags.
How do
All
you
my
feel
stuff's in
about
them.
now? This I have no experience with this, but I've seen it close. How do you feel about people who give as gifts the free gift with purchase?
Wait, you're
Who
making it
does
sound
that?
like I did that. Or...
No, it's nothing to do
Who
with
does
you.
that?
I have an aunt who would always give to like my mom the free gift with purchase because she spent a lot of money at the department
Yeah.
store, and it would be like, oh, look, a little bag with like
Yeah.
trial
Little
lotions or
samples.
samples.
Well, not as like a birthday gift, but if you
As a
just want
Christmas.
to give it to someone.
No,
for real, like wrap
Christmas.
it.
Like wrap, yeah. The wrap
Wrap
makes
it.
a difference here. If
Yeah.
it's a wrap, no
It's
bueno.
wrapped.
Oh, that's not. I
Not
think you
cool,
should
right?
put one full size item with it,
Yeah.
and then you're good.
Oh, so you get like a free gift with gift.
Yeah, a free gift with gift.
It's just
Yeah.
a punch up, a gift punch up.
Yeah. yeah.
Makes it more gifty.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm going to sit here forever trying to think of
Oh,
it, and it's not going to come to
no.
me. So just fill us in, Jackie.
Okay.
Yeah, what's
What's
up?
going
I have
on?
nothing to fill in. I've just been recovering from childbirth, mentally, physically, emotionally, and I took a little time off, and it was lovely, and it went by way fast.
Yeah.
Not having a job as an adult, recommend.
Oh,
If
it's the
anybody
best.
can pull it off for a few months, do it.
Such a dream.
Yeah, it's been nice. I'm
is
starting
the
to
dream.
panic.
Oh my God.
I'm starting to panic now, but yeah, I shot a pilot of like my dream podcast called Jackie's Hole,
Hilarious.
and you can watch it. You can listen to it on the Nash Butte feed, my old podcast, or you can watch it.
Jackie, you're a natural.
YouTube.
It's so good.
I didn't even know
It really
about
is so
this.
good.
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss this?
I don't know. I guess you have me low in your algorithm, Tony.
I know. What's up?
Oof.
That's tough.
But yeah, so I did that, and then I've been trying to sell it, and nobody wants to buy it because it's not cheap to make, and the podcast industry is fucked. Oh yeah. But Nash, looking like Nash Butte might come back because everybody wants that I'm having meetings with. Then that's fine. We love Nash Butte. So we'll see.
How has it been? So you had been doing Natch Butte weekly forever.
6 years.
What was it like not doing it?
It was amazing.
Like,
Yeah, it was so fun and nice to just have a moment, you know? It's a grind, as you know.
I do, yeah.
As most people at this table know, weekly podcasting is a grind. And
huge
especially because the people at this table also produce it themselves, edit it, social media it, book it themselves. It's a lot, and it takes away from the fun of it, the art of it, which was really hard. And I realized after I had my baby, like I went back about 2.5 months in, and I was like, I'm fine. Let's do it. I'm fine.
oh yeah.
And then I realized I wasn't fine. And I was like, I started realizing like, I don't think I'm okay. You just think that that's the way you feel now. You're just like, oh, I guess this is just how I feel now. I'm just tired and sad and weird and like
Girl, yes.
depleted. And I guess that's just how you are as a mom, as a new mom. But then I realized, like, no, I think I'm depressed. I think I have postpartum depression. I think I have postpartum anxiety. So I just said I gotta step back. and take like a real break. And I did. And I did Pilates. Okay. And did
snatched.
therapy. And I feel so much better. Like
Good.
my son is the best person. He's so nice. And I just like miss him. Like even right now, it's like I have to get back so I can give him his bath. Because I need to be there for that. You know? He's my little buddy. He's so nice.
I got to meet him. I haven't seen the man he's blossomed into.
Oh my gosh.
I think he was only a few months old when I met him. But yeah, I give him an A+.
He's
in terms of
very
babies.
nice.
He's very cute. and
Yeah.
sweet.
He's at that age where like every few months they're different.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's wonderful.
The first year of parenthood is so hard.
Yeah.
It is really like
What makes it magically not hard at 1 year? I'm very curious.
well, they start to sleep better. Like
he
for
sleeps
me,
like a champ.
Really?
Really?
He sleeps
So
better
lucky.
than me.
that's what it was for us. I think
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
the sleep
Yeah.
deprivation.
There's like a I don't know, there's like something in the way that they communicate that makes it easier. It just takes the weight off the bat of you having
Yeah.
to be on top of everything.
Yeah.
They're signaling now. So it's not like you have to be so on it
Yeah.
all the time. I think maybe.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, he's so exhausting. He's in that suicide attempt stage where just like if I look away for a split second, he's holding a knife and like
Oh,
standing
God.
next to me, and I'm like, "How did you get that knife?" Like he just wants to just die.
is he walking?
He's not walking, but he's standing and getting very close.
Oh, yeah.
And the standing is very scary.
Because it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I remember when Elliot was standing in the crib and he would just do a dead fall backwards.
Yes. And I was
know how
afraid
to
of the back
sit
of
yet.
his head.
Oh
He
my
didn't-
God.
he didn't know how to
Sandy,
sit. Yeah.
Sandy will just hit his head against the crib. I watch the monitor. I hear banging and I turn the monitor on in the middle of the night and he's banging his head. He's asleep. He doesn't even know he's doing it. And I'm just like, this is terrifying. I go in there and I put my hand.
Yeah.
But apparently that's normal. It's just their little death wishes.
Y'all have like everyone's got boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend who has 3 girls and they have a boy now, and he's like, it is night and day a different thing. He's like, my girls, he's like, I've never had this before, but I'm just standing there and all of a sudden I just get punched in the back. And I turn around and I'm like, what happened? And he's just there like, bye. I just punched you by. But he's like, never with my girls.
Yeah.
So I like, my experience is very different. But yeah, the boy thing it gets intense.
The girls-
they're very physical.
The girls, when they turn 13, will punch you emotionally.
Yes.
I know. She already hurts my feelings a lot.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 5.5. But like I like regularly have to be like, okay, I'm a man now. I'm not letting this toddler hurt my feelings.
Because they tell it like they see it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And it also they see bullshit.
Yeah.
They see nothing. Like nothing makes sense of the world. So they'll say something. You're like, it doesn't mean anything. It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot.
Like, what
but it
did she
doesn't mean
say
anything.
that hurt your feelings?
Oh God, you know, like they go through the phases where they don't want you, they want the other one.
Oh, yeah.
But like,
I'm always relieved when they want her.
I thought I would be, but it got to a point where it was like, all right, like enough. You want to like, I want you to not be bummed to see me.
Disappointed.
Yeah,
Baseline.
My
Yeah.
sister's little girl is 5, and she said to my sister on the first day of school, like, can you just like park down the street and I'll walk up?
Oh no.
And then she was like, Mom, I have to go through the cafeteria line. I'm not bringing my lunch. And my sister's like, I'm raising a popular girl. How did this happen?
I know.
How did this happen?
Mine's a nerd.
Yeah.
There's no chance. Like she's still like, Daddy. When I pick her up, she's on board now. Yeah,
Oh, that's sweet.
yeah, it's great.
I chaperoned a field trip. They had a field trip to a nature center and this memorial park. And so I was one of the parents. And the way the teacher presented it was like, each year there's only a few slots for chaperones and there's a big raffle. Or like they pull the names out of a hat. So yeah, so if you want, you got to send in your name by this date, and you have to be cleared by the district to be a volunteer, and blah 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 blah. So I entered my name in really fast, and I swear, like that, I got this email saying I've been chosen. I'm like, wait, did I just completely get bamboozled? Like,
Yes.
that's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I was excited to do it. But anyway, it was the first time Elliot had been on a school bus. And
He was so excited to ride on his school bus.
but he didn't want to sit next to me. So I sat next to
Oh, is that why you? Oh,
Yeah, that's why I sat next to his friend.
It's his first time on a bus. He wants to be with the bros.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
No,
wants to be
he's
his
a
friend.
cool guy.
Yeah.
So I sat next to his friend and made conversation with a kindergartner for the entire way there and the entire way back. And I found myself like, okay, Like I was like, so have you ever seen a movie in a movie theater? But he really held his end of the conversation. He had a lot to say about video games, but he asked me if I have a TikTok, if I have an Instagram.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah.
Some of these kids have a lot more than
Social
our
media
kids. Yeah.
king.
He really is. Yeah.
Elliot, by the way, is popular in that way where everybody's always excited to see him. They go, Elliot, Elliot, and I'll go, who's that? And he's like, I don't know.
Ooh.
You're raising a popular
Badass.
kid too.
He doesn't care, which is the ultimate way to be cool.
Yeah.
Cool
But-
as fuck.
But also, a comment on his report card was that he's the most enthusiastic hand raiser in class. So we'll see which side of him wins out.
Yeah, it's a real battle.
I don't think that's cool.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, the
I mean,
teacher-
I do, but I'm chuggy.
the teacher sent a video from her point of view, and so the kids are all looking at her. She asks a question. He's in the front row going, with his hand up, like, me. And she's literally, like, looking around him, like, trying to find someone. It's like, oh, no, Elliot. No.
The one nice thing, though, is that he was pretty shy and reserved at preschool, and we were wondering what's public school going to be like for him. Is it going to be overwhelming
Yeah.
or whatever? So to see that he's actually
I went with
wants to
him
answer
to
every question.
a movie night, an outdoor movie night last Friday at the school, and all the girls in his class were like all over, grabbing him, pulling him. Like it was. We'll see if this lasts.
Do you
But,
think? What if he
no.
peaks in kindergarten?
I mean, he might.
Isn't
Todd
all
Cooper
that just
story?
so interesting?
Wait, what is that?
The Todd Cooper story?
Peaked in kindergarten.
By the way, on the note of Elliot, I meant to tell you this. Sometimes when you're trying to fall asleep at night, you ever just have like a random thing pop in your head and
All
you
the
can't
time.
and you can't stop giggling
Yeah.
about it. The other night I was trying to fall asleep and I thought about Elliot having his magician name was Magician John. And I couldn't stop laughing about it.
Yep.
And the best is he got super
Yeah,
into magic,
yeah.
so my parents sent him a cape that says the amazing Elliot.
Oh my
But
god!
then he decided his magician name was Magician John.
Got to send that back.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's the best. I love it so much.
It's funny because it's like he's changing his name, but then it's just John.
Magician John.
It's honestly genius. Elliot has such a good sense of humor, as we've discussed.
Yes.
He really has like an advanced humor.
Yeah.
He's sophisticated.
Yes.
He's not into Dane Cook,
He gets yes-anding. Him and I would do like full improv.
Oh,
scenes in
he'll
there.
improv, yeah.
No, he's really good.
He's going to be sad that they'll probably be home by the time you go. But I've been showing them pictures of Sandy. And they're like very
Aw.
excited. Yeah. Todd Cooper.
Yeah.
The Todd Cooper story.
Heyo.
So what's been going on with you?
Oh man, just crazy business. Just staying at it. Mine's 5.5. She's in pre-K, the TK. When you guys are talking, I can tell like kindergarten's where it all changes.
I think it can.
It was a huge leap.
Yeah, like I can
Kindergarten,
tell like just her personality versus like what you're saying. Like she's got. Yeah, it's a lot coming. I can feel.
It's wild to see them now at the end of their kindergarten year versus at the beginning. It's crazy. And, they can read and write now. It's wild. Like just the speed that it all happens.
I remember my first day of kindergarten.
You do?
Oh yeah, I was sobbing when my mom left. I was so scared.
Oh,
I know. That's
TK
probably
was
some
like
kind of
that.
attachment issue or something.
it's pretty
Insecure
normal.
attachment.
I
I'm just-
remember
I don't
day
know.
one of kindergarten, there was a lot of that. And there was a lot of the kids crying and then the parents hiding behind the bushes watching through
Yeah.
the windows.
That was us.
That was us.
We literally were in the bushes.
It's such a big. It's such a big step.
Yeah.
It's a
Feels
a
like
part
it,
of his
yeah.
life that you're not a part of. He has his
Yeah.
own life.
It's that
Crazy.
first. It's like the first time. Like if
Right.
you have preschool, I guess. But it's like I don't know. It's like the first time you're like, all right, bye, and they just walk
preschool,
away.
at least ours was like very hand-holdy and
Yeah.
touchy-feely. And there's like, 15 teachers and they all are like, hi, Elliot. And whereas it's sending them, and I don't know if this is like a public versus private school thing, but it felt like sending him to the DMV.
It was,
At the beginning.
well,
It's like there's no hand-holding.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
that's right.
he's now matriculating. It's like, and there's other grades, like there's the older kids,
Yeah.
and it's just
Oh,
like a
yeah.
whole thing. Preschools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, so you remember how you felt the first day of kindergarten, but then
Yeah.
how did that year work out for you?
It was okay. It was okay. I got my name written on the board a couple times, and it was like the biggest devastation and shame of my life. And it was because, I don't know if y'all know this, but I have a very distinct voice. And there
you
were
had that as a
multiple
5-year-old
times.
too. That's so
yes,
cute.
there were multiple times where the whole class was talking, but the teacher singled me out and wrote my name on the board. And then I didn't say anything. I got in the car that day and I didn't tell my mom. And then she had like parent teacher night and they told her. And my mom was like, so you got your name on the board? And I like broke down. Like, I'm so ashamed.
You know what's interesting? Elliot's class doesn't do that. They do the opposite. So instead of like getting demerits or whatever, that's kind of what we had. They'll reward everyone else.
Oh.
Which still is a little humiliating when you think about it. They have this star system so they each get a number of stars each day.
Yeah.
And then they can like trade them in for, it's like Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
I guess this is all just learning how to be an adult in society,
Yes,
but
I think so.
it's so hard to think about that now. I mean, now that I have a kid, the whole idea of it, now I get it. You are reliving your youth. You are watching a person live every stage of
You get
life
to do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just been so fascinating to me. And I just keep thinking like, I don't want to fuck him up. I don't want to fuck him up. I don't want to fuck him up. But I'm going to. I mean, how do you not?
I feel like,
like with shit with the stars? I mean, come on.
I will say though, and maybe I just cling to this because I want it to be true, but I feel like the parents who really fuck up their kids never think to themselves, I don't want to fuck up my
That's
kid.
what my therapist says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Jackie's therapist.
Yeah.
You might think this is like a little bit of a crossing lines here having her on my podcast, but it works for us.
I thought I was in a session. I was like, I can't believe I'm here for it.
Yeah. We open them to the public periodically. Yeah. You can audit.
I lost it.
Why is everyone forgetting everything today?
Oh no, my brain. What generation figures it out, right? Like it keeps changing. Like our generation was like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give a demerit that'll stop. Like then they know you fucked up. They'll grow. It'll be good. And then next generation is like, no. Everyone gets something except for this kid. The next generation is like, okay, that was fucked up. Like what generation is like, we did it.
I think
this is the right way.
My feeling, I don't know, is that they are getting better. Like
Is it?
I think there's a
I think so.
I think there's a progressive sort of collective learning, and that generally
Like they have a teacher come in to sort of talk to them about emotional intelligence and empathy and
That's
stuff
nice.
like that.
yeah, like I think what he's getting is better than what I got. That doesn't mean it's perfect.
Well, we're also in California. Things are a little
True,
more
true.
Dippy dippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a. Oh no.
Oh,
God damn it!
What's happening?
Oh no!
This is the Alzheimer's episode.
Oh man. Okay.
a very special episode.
Or as
I know what I was gonna say.
Or as my
I know
grandma
what I
would
was
say, Havesheimer's.
Havesheimer's?
She didn't have Alzheimer's. She had Havesheimer's.
Oh boy.
Which is that Grandma Nance?
Grandma Nance. She was a real card.
She wrote. Tell them about. Oh wait, no, that was the other one. Who wrote telephone tag or
That was
whatever?
my other grandma. She self-published a book of answering machine outgoing messages, and
Oh
they
my
were
God, I want
so
that.
insane.
I want
was it
that.
called?
Telephone tag, and every single one of them ended with. So you would do the thing, and then at the end it was, "I love you, bye."
Oh wait, that's actually sweet.
Yeah, it was all very. But they were. I listen.
But on the outgoing message,
You'd have
it would
to-
always end with "I love you, bye."
Yeah, it was like
love that.
a little joke, and then "I love you."
But there was one about like I'm out golfing, and it was like, and it
I
had
don't
a bunch of
remember them.
golf puns in it.
Listen, I don't want
This
to.
sounds pretty exciting.
Do
you have a copy?
Somewhere,
Somewhere,
somewhere.
because I know I've seen it.
Anyway,
I know what I was going to say. Joel Stein, frequent guest of the Thursday show, on the most recent episode, he said, "Have you noticed that everyone thinks their parents are narcissists?" And I was like, "Whoa, that's crazy."
yeah. Are your parents narcissists?
We're all narcissists.
We're self-absorbed narcissists.
They have other toxic traits, I would say. Yeah.
All right. Well, then you guys are the exceptions, I guess. No, I mean, I think there are exceptions, but I do think a remarkable number of people in our generation, the Oregon Trail generation, do think their parents are narcissists. And so the question is,
Are all boomers narcissists?
I think so.
yeah.
I think.
For real, I think they might be.
Well, I think there's two factors going on with boomers. Largely speaking, want to caveat there
And if
are
you're-
exceptions.
Yeah, and if you're a boomer listener,
No,
you're an exception.
They're
Yes.
exceptions. We're just talking about broadly.
If you're a
speaking.
boomer and you're listening to this podcast, you're clearly like a cool boomer.
you're
kind of. Boomers were very spoiled because they were the post-war generation, and also there was a lot of lead in the air because they hadn't gone to unleaded gas, and that just made them crazy. And so I think that there's a lot of studies that support the idea that they all have lead poisoning.
I mean, we got this 5G though, so
we have other issues, but I do think that
Wi-Fi,
there's something
yeah.
going on with the boomers that made them all crazy.
the lead in the air is doing what to the brains?
Well, so they've done studies on
Making
crime
them
rates.
narcissistic.
But I was a baby in the 80s and we chewed on like lead paint toys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
They
had
were
a
delicious.
corduroy the bear. No, Curious George. I had a Curious George doll that my parents had to confiscate because it came out that like it had lead paint on it.
Yeah.
That's totally narcissistic of them.
I don't know all of the facts with lead poisoning, but they've done studies on crime rates and how the drop in the crime rate correlates to the regulations that went into place with unleaded gasoline. And it's pretty solid science. But the boomer thing's just my own theory.
I've never
but
heard
it's
that.
the correct theory.
But like, did y'all read any books on how to parent or
Oh
a
my God.
style of
Yes.
parenting? Because I keep Googling gentle parenting and I'm very confused. And I think, is this something that I want to do or is it a nightmare? I can't tell.
What is gentle parenting?
It's a
Kind of what we do.
Is that what we do?
I think. Well, Jackie, you tell us what.
no.
you do.
I don't. I can't. I can't tell you because I don't know.
I think what
There's
we do
like-
is
go ahead.
make sure they feel heard.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean
You
let
don't
them
like
get their way.
Yeah, you don't
but-
like get angry with them. You don't yell at them.
Right.
Yeah.
You let them feel their feelings. You validate their feelings. When they do something wrong, you don't shame them. You don't yell at them.
That's
You-
what we do.
You
Yeah.
tell them the mistakes happen, and I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds good in theory.
It's hard when you're frustrated, and you'll
Yeah.
get really, really frustrated, and they'll push your limits, and it's hard not to just be like, this is how it is, just fucking because, now go, but you don't want to model that sort of losing of control, because then they start to do that, and then they don't know how to regulate their emotions and shit like that.
Right. It's a lot.
It's a
It
lot.
is a lot.
We
I
just had my parents just had Dr. Spock.
Yeah.
I feel like
Same.
that was it.
My mom just drank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was her drink of choice?
Wine.
My mom was a creamed sherry person.
Oh.
Cream
yeah.
sherry.
Do you know what that is? It's a liqueur, which is something between hard alcohol and wine. So it's like a fortified wine.
Is that- yeah, is that like a-
My mom loves liqueurs as well.
Yeah, and it's like an after dinner drink. It's thick and like syrupy. The
think I've ever had
consistency.
I feel like it like must look like Kahlua or something.
You would
Yeah.
think, but it's actually translucent. But it's like a burgundy color.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember back in my
But
drinking.
can
days-
you get like toe up on that?
from the flow up?
Can you get toe up on that?
I think so.
Wow, you'd have to
I don't-
drink a lot to get toe up on that. Wine, you can just like guzzle it down, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
more
Well,
of a sippy sip drink.
It was she would sit there with her cup of it, her
Yeah.
glass of it, cup.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she didn't get toe up.
But I don't
my,
think
my mother got toe up.
Okay.
It still does.
I don't think of alcohol when it comes
It's a
to
good
your
run.
mom, though.
yeah, it
That
sure
must have
is.
just been a back in the day kind of thing.
You don't think of alcohol when it comes to my mom?
Yeah.
No, neither of my parents. Well, you don't. Did you think of it when it comes to my dad?
Well, only
From
because
my
he has that
stories.
liquor cart that has all the.
Oh yeah.
the
Well, that's both of them.
that he takes everywhere he goes.
exactly. He's got like
He's just at Target with
he's got it on a
box.
Air travel is so hard for him.
Oh my God.
Didn't everyone from that era have the Mad Men open drinking cart?
Yeah.
But those bottles have been there since I was in high school, pretty much.
Really? There's some good bottles in there.
I remember making myself a triple sec and Diet 7-Up
Oh, a little rebellious.
after my parents had gone to bed. Yum, yum.
Badass.
I would always drink
Tastes-
the peppermint schnapps.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'd fill the bottle up with like water, thinking
Yeah.
nobody would know.
That is so. I remember that being a thing. Like,
Yeah.
just fill it with water. You're like, who do you think they think
Yeah.
drank it?
Oh, trust me, Mama snipped that out real fast.
Honestly,
Didn't last a day.
Oh, this bottle is more watery than the other bottles I get.
Must have been one of my friends.
Maker's Mark must have just done a bad job on this
My
bottle.
dad calls Maker's Mark customer service. There's something wrong with my bottle.
The first couple glasses were good, but then it got watery. What What are you doing over there?
God.
Yeah.
We need to get Helen in here and make that call.
Yes. I haven't talked to her in so long.
She's lived a whole life.
I know.
Helen Hong, that is.
Helen Hong. She is all about she has no fear when it comes to prank phone calls.
Oh,
Tony, did you find anything?
Did you want sherry or liqueur? Which were you actually looking for? I have
Let's
both.
hear sherry. Well,
Sherry's wine.
it was creamed
It's
sherry.
Cream sherry.
Cream sherry.
Yeah.
Is what you want. Okay.
My mom liked Frangelico.
Oh, yes. What flavor
it's
is that?
great.
It
Amaretto,
is really
right?
good. Oh, I
think
hate
it's
amaretto.
Oh, I like
Isn't that what it is?
It's similar.
so.
Yeah.
I love a sweet drink.
Okay.
All
Okay,
day.
King, go off.
Do you like a Midori sour
Sure.
and an amaretto sour?
I like almost anything that ends with sour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So is Frangelico in one of your drinks
It's
of
not
choice?
sour, though.
No. You have to make it sour.
Okay.
You just got to put some lemon up there. I've never had that, but yeah, I guarantee you I'm.
Do you like sour beers?
I do like sour beers.
Those are pretty good. One.
Yeah,
can
you
have
can't go
one.
nuts.
Yeah.
Do you like kombucha?
I do love a kombucha.
I
Me too.
don't.
No,
I can't do it.
Dave Huntsberger came in with homemade kombucha,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know, never. And I was like, that's pretty good. I like it.
Can't get past the vinegariness of it.
They've gotten better. I would say, like, if you haven't tried it in a few years, it might be worth getting a different.
They're so different, too.
Okay.
There's ones that are super pungent, and then there's some that aren't at all.
What's your brand?
I've lately been drinking this one called Mermaid. It comes in a can.
Uh-huh.
But I'm a GT's gal.
Are you GT?
Oh, yeah. So many flavors.
We're buddies with the Better Booch people.
Oh, yeah.
And that I like the Booch. I
Yeah.
drink the Better Booch.
Better Booch is better.
It's
Is
good.
GT a brand?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They have a bajillion flavors.
And how's your gut health?
How's your flora?
Is it
It's
awesome?
great.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm regular. I'm
That's good.
smooth.
That's good.
Everything's moving.
How about you, Todd? How's your gut health?
I feel so good.
Yeah.
I do think it's got brain stuff. Like all the stuff that's connected to your gut health being affecting
It
your
makes
brain.
you happier. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really think it makes a big difference. By the way, for kids too, I think like that's a thing. Like
My
that gut
son
health
takes
thing.
That's not even an
probiotics.
opinion. That's actually
It's just
scientific
science, right?
fact.
it's anecdotal. We don't have the studies in front of us.
Wait, you guys, I'm constipated and not that happy. Should I be
I-
drinking kombucha?
do you not take
Yes.
probiotics?
Not regularly.
Oh my god, you
You
got
should.
It changed everything for me. And I had a anal prolapse from my birth. And I think my butthole went back.
Why
I think
didn't you
it's better.
lead with
I
that?
don't
Why are
have
we
any
only
issues
getting
with
to
an
that?
anus rod.
Oh,
Wait, I'm sorry. Remember when Jackie's like, I have nothing new to
Yeah,
report.
it's like, what the hell? We're
I
like an
think
hour
my
into this
butthole is
episode.
back.
When you
I've
said-
had a dark
when you
butthole
said-
my whole life and I didn't even know.
When you said it's better, I realized you meant better than it was when it was prolapse. I thought you
Yes.
meant better than before.
No,
Maybe
no.
it is.
I think it
Better
just
prolapse.
better than ever.
Secret,
I
everybody.
think it went back to how it was before.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Wait.
it feels a little bit more secure.
Sure.
Can we talk a lot about this?
Yeah. I need to bring like butthole birth issue awareness
Yeah.
because it's something nobody talks about. And nobody told me. I didn't know that when you push out a baby, you're shitting. It's like the same muscles that you use to shit. Nobody told
By
me
the
that.
way-
I did every birth class. I read every book.
Allison has given birth twice, no pooping during
This
during
is
this.
what they say.
Yeah.
But now that I spend a lot of time, thank you. I spend a lot of time on TikTok. And apparently it's like pretty standard for them
I was
to
watching.
tell-
I was right there when Elliot was
You were in the
born.
eye of the storm.
Are you
I was
100%?
right there.
Are you 100% sure that you would have noticed if I pooped?
I would have started laughing hysterically.
Okay, so you're like 1,000% sure. That's what
I mean,
Elliot-
I would say 999%
wow.
that means
Wow.
there's 1 per
sure.
1,000.
1,000th of
Okay.
a percent.
Okay, good, because I got it in my head that they're gaslighting me because I did feel at one point
Maybe
that
with
like maybe
Owen, I was a little bit further away. It's possible if she's got good sleight of
No, I
hand
didn't think it
that she
happened.
shuffled it
No,
away
they
real
do
fast.
it really fast.
I didn't
So
think
it's
it happened with
possible
Owen.
with
Wait,
Owen.
do you think you pooped?
So this is a whole lore. I asked every push, basically, because I'm insane. And I did push for 3.5 hours because my son was
Oh.
stuck because he was backwards and nobody knew.
Oh no!
So that's why my butthole got blown
How do they
out.
not know though?
Because
That's
nobody
crazy.
did a thing. It's fine. So
If-
I asked probably 700 times.
Like, did you say?
I'd be like,
Paint the picture.
I'd be like, did I shit? Did my pussy rip? Did I shit? Did my pussy rip? And
Sorry, for a second it
Yeah.
sounded like a song. Did I shit? Did my
my
pussy rip?
Did I shit? Did my pussy rip?
Hey!
Oh, did I shit? Don't give that to your wife, okay? That's going to be the next hit song.
It's going to be a big song for her.
litigious. Be careful.
It is her style.
So, and they would always go, the nurse would be like, no shit.
Oh, her voice got high like she was lying.
Oh.
So then my husband and I were very honest with
What
each
was
other.
Ben doing? Was he just like
He
not
was
wanting
in
to
the
be
eye
down
of the
there?
storm like you.
Yeah.
He's very brave.
Yeah.
And I had to like really get him to be honest with me. He said there were some smears. So no
Wow, he was
solid
really
duty.
okay.
But like a little, we had to
Little
clean up a little bit.
Schmears
Just
or
like
smears?
a little schmear.
A little schmear.
Just like a little paint stroke,
right,
if you will.
Right.
Duty. Exactly.
Okay. So I feel
Okay.
like that means no, you didn't really.
I would say technically no.
Right.
Okay.
But I also hadn't eaten in like 27 hours. I hadn't eaten.
Right.
There was nothing in my body to shit out.
Right.
But like the pride in like, you know what? I had a baby, never shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no, it's a thing.
it's part of like.
I know.
It's okay. Hey,
Free yourself.
No,
if-
it's true. I
it's
agree.
okay to
You
do.
did an
No.
amazing thing.
Literally,
Sounds like your wife did shit.
I actually don't know, and I would never say.
Let's call her.
Hey, what's up? Did you shit?
let's call her now live.
Yeah.
Oh
That's what it's
God,
been.
what she would.
You know
not
what?
be
I'll
into it.
call her.
Yeah, she's gonna love this.
Now I'll call her.
I,
Hi, do you remember we met at Tony's wedding?
I'm just proud. I'm just proud because I know Alison didn't want to, so I'm just proud of her
Thank
control.
you. Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate it. I do remember when I started pushing with Elliot, I was like, I feel like I'm going to shit and I don't want to. So I'm going to see if I can just push out the front.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then you realize
Nice
really
work.
fast you can't.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can't just like
No,
eke the
it's
baby
very
out.
common. I did, like I said, birth classes, and the doula in my birth class, she does a lot of water births, home births. She said literally women are in the water and the poop will just float to the surface, and she gets a scoop and she I mean, it's part of it.
Yeah, it is.
There's nothing
so,
to be ashamed
okay,
of.
Let's talk about your butt prolapse.
Okay,
though.
yeah.
Now, is it a rectocele?
I don't know.
We're moving along.
I don't know what that is.
Well, then I think they would have used that term. There's like if you have a cystocele is where your bladder prolapses, and a rectocele is where your rectum prolapses. But I think that's where, like, if they have a finger inside you, they can, and they tell you to push, they can feel it.
Yeah.
Was it like that, or was it like stuff was like hanging out of your butthole?
No. I had
Okay.
a level 1, like the
Oh,
lightest
yeah.
one
Oh,
you
that is.
can.
I believe that's a rectocele, which is such
Yeah.
a pretty name. Doesn't it
Yes.
sound like, oh, my grandmother was
I'm gonna name my
rectocele.
next kid that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's better.
Good.
I think it's better because I haven't felt. I explained it on Natchbu. It felt like I was carrying a bunch of groceries in the house, but I was losing grip. That's like what my butthole felt like all the time. But it's back. I don't think there's any issues anymore.
That's great.
Yeah.
And they say, I think if it gets bad enough, when you poop, it feels like something's like in your vagina
Oh God.
because it's like stuff.
I don't have that.
Okay.
Thank God.
They do say that though. I think that was
Yeah,
in the,
Tony
it was in the
knows.
Bible. I think.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Anyway,
man.
congrats.
Childbirth is no joke, man.
It's gnarly.
It's
It's
all
no
this.
joke.
It just gets gross. It starts gross, and then it's like with kids, you kind of it preps you because it's like it's gonna be gross.
Yeah.
Like-
and you can't control anything.
Nope, nothing. That's
Yeah.
part
Did
of
your
it.
wife have a hospital birth?
No,
Because she's hippie. I was like, maybe she had it at home or something.
That's a good catch that you.
Yeah.
Let's go around and guess the details of
Here we go.
How many Grammys does she have?
Just the two.
Of Grammy
more than
of
us.
Grammy award winning musician and performer Sarah, which is kind of musician and performer, covers it all.
Not necessarily.
Okay,
Sia
Sarah
wears a wig
Wa-
over her face.
you're
Is
right.
she really performing?
You're right. And I want to call her a composer.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I see you, Sia.
Is Sarah a composer as well?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they call. I don't know what the difference between songwriting and composing is.
Okay,
really
well,
think there is
let's
one.
guess
Not
the
really.
details
I don't
of
think.
double Grammy award winning performer musician Sarah Watkins. Okay, I think.
Am I going to be editing this out?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get a lot of this in post.
Well, if it's not,
Not
cool,
everyone's as oversharing and gross as us, Allison.
well, we're
we
not
don't
guessing
need to
whether
guess-
she pooped.
No.
We're
We're
just
not
guessing the broad strokes.
the broad strokes.
Yeah.
For me, the question
Is
is
it public information though that she had?
I think we'll get into what I can get into.
okay.
Yeah.
I respect people with normal boundaries. I think it's really cool.
By the way, if
question
it's up to me, I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
But it's her stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Question. Go ahead.
do it.
The question for me is birthing center or home.
And then
I'm-
if at home, where?
Right, like-
Shower, bath,
Yeah.
living room, squatting, doggy style in the bed.
Inflatable, pool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess home birth in water.
We're
We're going around.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna say birthing center, not in water, just to throw some curves.
Yeah,
from your
thank you.
answer.
Thank you. Okay, Tony?
I was gonna say the at-home water deal because I can't really think of other things.
Real creative. Okay.
Sorry, I don't have kids, guys.
Say at home, not water.
Okay. I think we've covered it all.
Okay.
Well, Jackie, you got it. It was a birthing center.
Yeah.
So we're hippy dippy, but a little bougie.
Yeah. Of course.
There was water involved for a minute, but I think when she was born, Sarah was not in the water. at that
Okay,
point.
I won.
Okay.
I
Okay.
straight
Look at
up
that.
I
whooped
know.
y'all's ass.
Congratulations.
This is you really know Sarah from that time you met her at Tony's wedding.
I got that one vibe.
You really got it. I can't believe you said she's kind of hippy dippy. You're right about it.
I could just tell. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't be in Nickel Creek and have
That's
a birth at the damn hospital.
You
They
just
kick you out.
Yes.
You cannot be in
They
here with
would
that fiddle,
revoke
ma'am.
the Grammys.
Yeah.
If I have another one, I want to do it at a birthing center.
Did you do it at the hospital?
Yes, but it's because my birth plan went out the window because my baby was backwards and my water broke way before my labor started and like everything went bad.
Yeah, I mean, it, like.
But
thank
there's
God
no
you're
way
in
the
hospital.
second one will be backwards, right? What are the odds?
See,
Only 9% of babies are OP.
Man, I got really nervous during. It took a long time.
Yeah.
And the person at the birth center was like, "Hey, if it doesn't start soon, we're gonna start looking at
Such a
moving
fucking
along."
champion, man.
Dude, no drugs, like
Oh my
full
god.
board.
I don't
That's
know how people
amazing.
do it because I wanted to die.
I've just heard too many stories. It just feels like the risk is too great. I would want to be at a hospital.
I
But
was
also,
not crazy
I was
about
like
it for that.
65 years old and had complications.
I mean, at Allison's advanced age,
I
it was
will be
like
too if I have
huge
another
risk.
one. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
be 40 at least. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Elizabeth Lame had her baby. Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
She had her babies at a birth. Well,
Was she
of
the
them
one that had
had
it in the car?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the second one.
No, she was on the way and they got
yeah.
stuck in traffic.
my sister had both her children at home.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How was that for her?
Incredible. The second one just shot out.
They say the second. It's supposed to be like
Yeah.
a really easy birth.
That's why I just want to free myself of the trauma of my first birth and like
Yes.
redeem it. But I know that's not a reason to have a kid.
No, but my second birth, it was not the reason to have him, but I remember my therapist said to me, like, the second birth can be really therapeutic.
Okay, that's good.
The
to
birth
know.
experience. And
Yeah.
it really was. Like,
Yeah. Well, because you had yours where I had mine. An incredible
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it, like, I remember feeling like, oh my God, like, this just kind of like erased a lot of the
He
pain.
didn't even
I had.
cry. Like Owen didn't.
But that
even-
was bad.
Yeah, they're supposed to. Sandy shot out.
He just
crying.
whimpered. He was like,
No, Sandy was like, ah, like instantly.
yeah.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Oh my gosh.
You know
Speaking-
that
Go
I
ahead.
think like the birthing center people told us. Now this gets really hippy dippy, but there's like some like telling and talking about the birth story with the baby that like help, like they also have trauma from it.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
wow.
their birth too.
Yeah, like It, like there's memories that are happening that apparently. Now I do not have data on this.
I mean, telling them when they're still babies.
Yeah, like you kind of like walk through it.
I'm
going to
tell Sandy his birth story on his birthday every year.
Interesting.
Have we ever told Elliot his?
Not really.
No.
No. and-
Elliot, let me talk.
and those pictures of him when I first got to hold him, he doesn't like looking at them because he's so like red and splotchy.
They're all red though.
Yeah.
Well, I could Photoshop them so he looks
That's true.
snatched.
Quite.
See, we're waiting on
Yeah.
your.
Did I have little abs? Yeah, you were ripped
He
when
was
you came out.
so
Just shredded.
look at my brows.
My brows are snatched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much he knows about like that he went to the NICU and he doesn't know. That
We
he,
haven't
like,
told him this. It's
resuscitated
a
and all
You
that.
don't have to
traumatic
tell him
story.
that. I'm just saying, like,
Oh.
it was a Tuesday morning. Mommy's water broke. I'm going to tell Sandy
Yeah.
all that. I'm not going to tell him that I was literally begging for God to kill me and that my asshole blew out. I'm not going to tell him that. I mean, I'll wait till he's like 12, 13.
Right. Yeah, there's a certain birthday
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that. Listen, you guys.
On his cake.
That's what the picture is.
Yeah. Is that cherry frosting? What is that?
That's Mama's asshole.
Yeah.
Allison, Allison Rose is Your New Best Friend is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you.
Better help.
I know, and never take a moment to think about what you need for yourself. But when we spend all of our time on giving, it can leave us feeling stretched thin and burned out, like a little something we talked about earlier. Therapy can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can take supporting others without leaving yourself behind. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Look, you guys know I talk about therapy a lot. It has made such a huge difference in my life. I'm such a true believer in therapy. BetterHelp is entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/bestfriend today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, betterhelp.com/bestfriend. And then I also want to tell you guys, new sponsor alert, but it is not a new product to me because I have seen so many people on TikTok specifically, although I imagine they're on all the social medias, talking about how amazing this product is. It's called Lumi, and it is a whole body deodorant for pits, privates, and beyond. So if you want to smell better naked, get Lumi. So yeah, I've seen, and I'm not even talking about sponsored posts. I'm talking about people talking about Lumi. I had seen it in a tube, and you put it wherever you don't want to smell, and then it works really well. But also now, I don't know if it's like now they have it or if they always had it. But what I am currently wearing, the whole body stick, and it's like a deodorant stick, and it is toasted coconut scent, and it controls odor for 72 hours. So it's and I didn't just put it on my armpits. It's a whole body deodorant. It's the first of its kind. It's seriously safe to use anywhere on your body: pits, under boobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulvas, and feet. Created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was. Created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It is clinically proven to block odor all day long and control odor for up to 72 hours. pH balanced for safe use below the belt. There's a variety of fresh, bright scents like clean tangerine, lavender sage, or toasted coconut. Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi Starter Pack with code Alison at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code Alison. Okay, Gigglebots, what's going on?
Tony was trying to tell me to move my phone, and I didn't hear him. And then I made him repeat himself. I didn't hear him again. And then I took off my headphones, and we were laughing so hard. Then I thought he said to put my phone there, and then he goes, "No, don't put your phone there."
Boy,
We have a lot of
Drama.
fun here.
so much fun on this show. Okay, so here's the deal. We are trying to do a double record because it is Memorial Day next week. So each of these shows is going to be a bit abbreviated. So I say I'm going to say hello and welcome to my new patron.
Alison wants to say thank you to a couple of special people out there who signed up to be new patrons. Patreon.com/AlisonRosen.
I think about that song way too often.
It's so catchy.
Sort of like when Tony goes to bed thinking about Magician John. I think about that song.
It's Tony
really
is the best.
good. I know.
He's
I'm a
sick.
fan.
I am too. Have you seen his band play?
I actually haven't.
Neither have I. But I have seen him play with his other bands, but I haven't seen Motion City
I've
Soundtrack.
seen him play, but I have not seen the big band play.
Yeah.
Todd's seen it.
A couple of times.
The big band. It makes it sound like Glenn Miller Orchestra. Hello and welcome to Karen Crawford. Special fanfare for Karen this time. I hope you are enjoying. She signed up for an annual subscription. She's my new favorite. It's just how it works. And again, patreon.com/Alison Rosen. And then check out my new podcast, Alison and Todd After Hours. And that is a Patreon podcast.
Patreon.
One level, just $2 a month. How cheap is that? We are giving it away. And I gossip about former coworkers.
I wonder who.
Patreon.com/Cat from Sam Goody. Not really, but she was a bitch. Patreon.com/Alison
Don't give
and
it away
Todd.
for free.
Yeah. No, that
was a teaser.
That's right. All right. Goodness. If I'm going to adhere to, I should really bring the show to. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring the show to a close. I know. Can you even believe it, Todd?
My God.
Where might we find you?
I am going on tour with my band God Collider. Do you like hardcore? Do you like metal hardcore? Well,
No.
Jackie, you're going to love this version. Do you like the band Zayo? Are you 46?
I've never heard of Zayo.
Zayo's a hardcore band from my generation, but we're going on tour with them. We're going to be gone for like 9 days. I think it starts like June 9th. We're going on the West Coast. Check out our Instagram at God Collider. And also the lumberyard I'm a part of was just featured on Ologies.
Ooh. We love Allie Ward.
She's the best, and interviewed Jeff, who I work with, about our lumberyard. So if you're interested in what we do there,
Was that in the Ticks episode?
it was in there's one all about wood. It was like an anniversary episode, and it's a great episode. I recommend listening, and if you like it, come check us out at angelcitylumber.com or go to our Instagram and see what we do there.
Wonderful.
If you could say one word to describe your upcoming tour, what word would you choose?
Achy. It's gonna be me afterwards. Renite.
Okay.
Why? What?
Oh!
Crumbs.
What a letdown.
This is. Do you think that I wasn't good at improv or was good at improv? What do you think?
You know what? That's probably for the best.
Yeah, I stopped.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
a reason for that.
Improv people are scammers. It's literally it's teaching people how to be a scammer.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
like because they're lying?
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
It's literally teaching people how to be better liars, more
Yeah.
convincing liars.
Interesting.
Del Close is a psychopath.
It's only when it's in the wrong hands is it
Right.
scary.
Right.
Speaking
When
from
they-
someone with experience.
Yeah. When they use it they turn to the dark side.
Yes.
Jackie, where might we find you?
Okay. I am here right now. Don't come find me, please.
No, I agree.
I got a really big security system in my house now, so nobody come for me. Where am I? I'm here. And I'm on Instagram, Jackie Michelle Johnson, and watch Jackie's Hole, youtube.com/@Jackie's Hole, or listen to it on the Nash Butte feed if you want to hear the audio version.
Wonderful.
And I have a Patreon too.
Patreon.
And it's patreon.com/Jackie Johnson. And right now it's just me doing weekly solo episodes where I talk about my life. So it's really about talking shit about the podcast industry, postpartum. And like I just went to a celebrity wedding and I tell all the details about it. It's stuff like that.
Jackie, you should tell who's used improv for evil.
Take a wild guess.
I just realized someone was like, so people of course want you back on the show all the time.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, when's Jackie coming back? You should have her back on to talk about the Bachelor guy. And I said you were coming on and I totally forgot. But are you I know you have to leave in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you down to stay for the beginning of the next episode? Okay, excellent.
And then I'm going to walk the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you that question on the next episode. This is a tease.
Okay.
Tony, where? Nope. Daniel. So, I'm so
Oh my
bad
God,
at this.
Allison.
Doesn't matter.
Thank you. Daniel,
So
where might we
rude.
find you?
Here also.
Great.
I don't know.
Tony?
You know what? Hey, I'm on Blue Sky.
What the fuck's Blue
Daniel
Sky?
Quant's on Blue
What's
Sky.
that?
It's
That's
this
the
new Jack from Twitter created.
That's the new
it.
Twitter.
That sounds snatched.
Can I?
So
That's it.
Did I
That's
do
under the
it.
wire,
That's
right?
it.
Oh, I'm
That's
good
it.
at improv.
I've been redeemed.
also, hey, follow me on Instagram. You'll see
Can I-
basically nothing.
Can I get a check mark though on Blue Sky? Because if not, I'm not going.
I don't know what the
So
plan is.
I need to be validated.
I feel like
Same.
everyone there is validated because it's an invite only.
Oh,
right now. Yeah.
So-
If I get another code, I'll pass.
You
it.
better.
Dang.
Yeah. So I got invited.
The name Jackie Johnson goes fast. There's like 700 of us, so
I thought of doing something funny, but it's like it's my brand.
it's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Tony.
I'm here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. And you're here for now, but you're not going to be here for a number of days. Not that many days.
Yeah.
You're going on tour.
Yeah, I'll be playing
With the big band.
The adjacent, well, not a tour, just one show. Adjacent festival in New Jersey next week, but I believe it's sold out already, so
Oh.
don't even try.
Wait, I have a question.
It's like the Eras tour all over again.
The what?
Taylor Swift, get with the program.
Oh my God! You're in the
Are
music
we
industry?
wrapping this up?
Yeah.
I could do a whole hour on the Eras Tour.
I need to
drama.
ask a question about it, actually,
What
because I feel
drama?
very out of
Honey,
Hang
don't.
on. I feel very out of touch.
Don't even start.
Follow
Check
me
out
on
on Taylor Swift at about the time she began.
Follow me on social media at Alison Rosen on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky. And then also I'm on TikTok, the Alison Rosen. And yeah, I think I've mentioned everything else. Thanks so much, guys. This was fun. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show?